we're starting on part 3 of 3. Thank you for all 37 of you that hung out with me through my 15-minute break. My apologies for that. So, this is where we are with this. This is my scan. And on top of my my Google Chrome, which I should put away. That away as well. It's a little bit neater. There we go. So Bunny, this is my I scanned this in 3 pieces because it's kind of big, and now it's looking as dirty as it genuinely is. And I will start cleaning it up, doing my regular housekeeping. So bump up the contrast. That looks a little better. I'm going to lose some light lines. I'm going to dark it just a skosh. Pick up my fingerprints a little bit, but not too much. Just give it a little more shot of contrast. I'm losing a little bit more light lines. Let's bring it back a little bit. And now let's give it another shot of contrast. Come on, Photoshop. Another shot of contrast. Very good. Thank you, Photoshop. Sometimes Photoshop likes to get a little bit crouchy. Oh, I forgot to sign it, didn't I? Better not forget that going forward. I also forgot to draw the body on this gal over here as part of the background, so I need to remember that. Note to self. Let's have a note to self here. Body. Sig. Don't forget body and sig. Note to self. Alright, we need a little more height. That looks like a good grab. Go with that. Copy, new, return, paste. Now let's make this image size 1000 dpi, width 8 inches. Constrain the height to 2.25. That's my editorial cartoon whole size. Okay. We'll let that resize. Douglas M. Granger writes, hello again. Just wanted to know if you watch the debates, how do you come up with your material usually? Well, today's cartoon is kind of obvious in that this weekend we have Valentine's Day, and you know the editors like cartoons about the holidays. And big feature news today is about how Hillary is losing the young women voters to Bernie Sanders, when she would expect that those young women voters would be her voters. So that's the reasoning behind this cartoon. It's an in the wake of Bernie's victory in New Hampshire cartoon. So I think we're looking okay. I've got a few little spaces where it looks like I was a little cruddy. Let's see if I can fix that. It's a little better. Do I have any other cruddy spots that need a clean? How about Bernie's hand over here? That some brightness and some contrast, and that looks a little better. Alright, now I'm going to go through all of this and just very methodically futz around and take off the hickeys. Image bitmap. Okay. Yes. Save. Okay. And thank you to all you 36 fine people who are sitting here patiently watching. Hello, Funky Monkey. You've come back. I thought you went to sleep. So I'm coming through and cleaning up the hickeys, which I find, although you think this pencil drawing is pretty dirty, I find that it's just as much trouble for me to clean up a clean ink drawing as it is dirty pencil drawing. Probably because people use what was I saying? Thinking about feathers here and talking wasn't mixing. People do rough sketches under their nice heavy ink lines, and that makes all the muck you have to clean out anyway. So I don't find that this is any worse than the ink, and also a lot of what I do is fix my little drawing errors that I'm not entirely happy with. So nice to see you back, Funky Monkey. So I'm just going through and cleaning up all the little things that I could have drawn a little bit better. All the little bits of muck and fingerprints and crud and stuff that should be a little better thought out. And this should take about, usually on a drawing I'll spend 15 minutes cleaning up the crud. There are lots of artists who don't clean up their crud. Monkey Monkey writes, your YouTube, the latest video title mentions the Flint cartoon, but the thumbnail of this cartoon, just letting you know. You know, I find that, oh yes, YouTube. I haven't gone into YouTube to change the titles yet. And sometimes the last title gets stuck on the new cartoon, and this one has not been, I've not gone into YouTube and dealt with fixing stuff yet. So that sounds right. But I don't think people are looking at YouTube yet. The only people looking at me now are on Twitch. YouTube is just for storage. Because Twitch, for some reason, wants to delete my videos after they've been up for 2-3 weeks. And I want to have a good archive. That's a change that Twitch could make. That would be a very helpful change. Don't delete people's nice archives. Then I would have no reason to put the cartoons up on YouTube. I don't think she needs the second chin line. Oh, that's better. Yeah, I think I've got Hillary. Notice as much as I'm cleaning up hickeys here, I'm cleaning up sloppy parts on my drawing. I'd like a function in Photoshop that will take a single pixel and delete all the single pixels in a drawing. That would be a convenient function. If somebody knows how to do that, let me know. I would use that. Single unconnected pixels. Because you see how many of these hickeys I'm grabbing are single unconnected pixels. It would be nice to get them automatically. Anyway, about on schedule for this cleanup. 15 minutes to clean up the thing. Sounds like my typical cleanup. "29 people watching on Twitch. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you watching. And please do follow. I do need the follows. Last follow was an hour ago. My goodness. That's a long time without a follow. Take a closer look at Cupid here. Do I like this upper lip business? Take a look at him without that line. No, I think that's better. I erased his hair a couple of times. Remember I was unhappy with the hair? That's why it's looking a little dirty here, because I didn't erase it as cleanly as I probably should have. Another thing I notice among the amateur cartoonists, They are not good about cleaning up their drawings. They leave all kinds of crud everywhere. Or they tend to be notable in rushing things, not putting much work into stuff, showing things messy, and having a poor presentation. So a couple of you were asking earlier about what you could do to make your work more professional. Those are all the keys. I didn't like those shade lines under her nose. Let's just give her the little piggy nose. And it's all good. Funky Monkey writes, "You missed a comment above this one. Might have been too long to go on screen." Comment above this one. Well, what was the comment, Funky Monkey? Oh, Douglas M. Granger. You wrote above, "Hello again, just wanted to know if you watch the debates. How do you come up with your material usually?" Well, keep in mind that although I have a big blank piece of paper each day that I start on, I'm not really able to draw anything I want, because editors have a particular thing in mind that they want at every time, and that's what the talking heads are talking about on CNN and Fox News and MSNBC.com. Today they're still talking about the results of the New Hampshire primary, what's happening among the fallout of the results of the election so far, and about the New Hampshire results. Ask your question again, Douglas. Anyway, how do I pick my topics? I have to go with what the punditry topic of the day is, or the cartoon will not get reprinted. And today, Bernie stealing Hillary's natural electorate is on the minds of the pundits. And I've got the added benefit of doing a Valentine's Day metaphor, which is what the editors are going to want this weekend, particularly on Sunday. So when I post this cartoon on the site, probably tomorrow morning, Thursday, they're going to be starting to put together their Sunday papers. And so this one has good timing for Valentine's Day Sunday when it comes out in the Syndicate tomorrow. Could be reprinted on a Friday, coming out on a Thursday, but likely, since what they do on Fridays is put together their Saturday and Sunday editorial pages, this is a Saturday Sunday cartoon. Okay, Douglas, you're right. Were you surprised by the young women vote on the Democratic side? I was not. I actually thought Hillary would lose by 30% in New Hampshire. Which she did, right? 30%. I'm not sure I fully understand the Bernie phenomenon. I know that my young son and daughter are very much Bernie Sanders people, and I get that. Oh, look at this error I made here. If I can pick that back just a little bit. That's better. That was piecing it together the scan error. The scans didn't line up. Just in case you're wondering, because I have a cheap little $60 scanner that I use to scan all these things. Douglas writes, will you do a Kasich cartoon eventually? I'm from Ohio and find it amusing that he's considered a moderate. Hello, Lily Bean. I've drawn Kasich in some crowd scene cartoons. Boy, the king of Kasich is Nate Beeler, the cartoonist for the Columbus Dispatch. He is just absolutely brilliant. Oh, Dias Mata, the Phoebe sent you to me. Very good. Are you a pro cartoonist, Dias Mata? I appreciate you coming over here. Please do follow me. I need the follows. Right now I'm just cleaning up my dirty scan, and this is going to be colored in just a minute. As much as I'm cleaning up the hickeys from my dirty pencil lines, I am revising my drawing in little ways that I was just sloppy doing before. So just need to clean stuff up. This is the natural course of artist housekeeping. Just an art lover. Oh, good. Ferocious Splash. Nice to see you here. And Electric Violin and Dias Mata. You both just followed me. So thank you so much. That's really very nice. Her neck is looking a little bit fuzzy. Clean that up. I think I erased her face, which is why this is looking extra messy. Keep in mind, this is a big pencil drawing. What I'm doing is I just scanned it, pieced the scans together from my cheap scanner, and I'm picking and cleaning, doing my little bit of housekeeping, which, although this is a dirty pencil drawing, I don't think it's any more work than if it was a ink drawing. Oh, how nice! The Phoebe hosted our stream. That was very nice. Thank you for letting me know that, Psi Matrix. Let's make a point of posting the feedback when we have a chance. I appreciate PSI Matrix here, who shows up sometimes in the comments, is my tech guy for all the Kaggle.com and syndicate stuff we do, and I rely on him to teach me how to do all of these new things, like venturing into live streaming. Electric Violin writes, pencil, this looks like ink. Ha 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 ha. You're new to the stream. Yes. Pencil scanned in high contrast. Looking like ink. That is what I do. Bunny. I could clean up with the eraser tool, but I'm quicker with the lasso. So cleaning up the muck. Muck which is largely of my own making and not stuff I can blame on paper and pencil. Gotta own your muck. I'm getting close to being done with the muck. Then we shall move on quickly. This puppy will get colored. Oh, my Corinthian column. I usually do simple Doric or Ionic columns, but today I was feeling ambitious and I did Bernie standing on a Corinthian column. Hey, Jammer 550 and Ferocious Splash, thank you so much for following. I appreciate it. And the Shoe Thief, my goodness. So we've got 30 people following today. And newest Jammer. Oh, the newest is Jammer. Thank you, Jammer. Getting through this quick enough. This is actually dirtier and more complex than most of my drawings ever are. I decided I didn't like that little bit of under the nose shading. So that was very nice of the Phoebe to introduce me and host me. I need to express my appreciation. There actually is a texture to this vellum that you can see in some of the crud that I'm taking out. A little bit of what's kind of like a cloth texture. Like here you can see a little bit of the cloth texture. That's just a big thumbprint, I think. But darker smudge, so it's picking up the paper texture. Which it generally shouldn't when I'm drawing with a hard pencil and drawing hard to make it look like lines. The idea is to not have to deal with any paper texture. But this one was getting smudgy, and I didn't spend the time to clean it up with the kneaded eraser. Electric Violin writes, "Oh, you draw on the good stuff? I draw on Duraline by Seth Cole. Vellum. Supposed to last forever. Good quality stuff." DS Matter writes, "Using a Cintiq? Yes, I'm doing all this cleanup and soon the color on my Wacom Cintiq." In fact, it would be hard to do this stuff if I didn't have the Cintiq. I don't know that I would do it without the Cintiq. Or I'd approach it very differently. Cintiq lets you go fast and ignore a lot of problems. Oh, pulled the camera out of its socket. I was going to give you a Cintiq view. Let's see if the other camera's working. Oh, the other camera is stuck on a previous view. I'll forget the Cintiq view. Anyway, you wanted to see what the drawing looked like when I was finishing it up. That's where it got stuck. Okay. Back to cleaning this pup up. Okay, I think I'm getting there. Yeah, I think I probably need another camera to show the room setup because people are always asking about that. Okay, here's the drawing. Now, one thing I forgot was this girl's body over here. And I just certainly forgot it, so I'm going to freehand it in. Is that enough to clean that her body's there? Probably. Don't think I like that. I could go all black. Let's try that. No, we're not going to do that. I'm just going to give it a teeniest little bit of stuff going on here. And then I'll do the rest with color. Now let's come close to this chick. Excuse me. Excuse me, got the coughs. That's a little better. People all seem to think that I should draw much faster. I should be done with a cartoon in an hour instead of spending all day on it. And I spend all day on it. Okay. Now, I forgot to put my signature in here. I'm going to grab a signature from an older cartoon. Okay, here are the babies. This was when Trump didn't go to the debate. Since I forgot to sign the other one. Alright, let's save this. Save as 400. Grayscale. Okay. Adding some layers. Bring this to the top. Let's select color range. Okay, delete. Fill that with white. Double check that it's white. Okay. Image should be CMYK. Don't merge. And let's double check the black. Oops. Yeah, don't want that. So let's select the color range for the black. Make the black actually 100K. We're gonna delete and fill. And then check that we got 100K black because sometimes Photoshop resists that, and we did. So let's go with that. And we'll make the image size 400. And save as. CMYK. Okay. This top layer needs to be multiply so that the black colors run behind it. All right. Now I'm ready to color. Question is, what color goes in the background? Well, it's a nice Valentine's Day. I could make it all pink. That would be kind of funny. Make it all pink. Alright. The hell? Let's go with 4D magenta 0K. And let's grab this, opacity down. Oops, it's hard. Too hard. Too much opacity, not enough opacity. Good background pink. Pink is kind of a bold background choice, but it's Valentine's Day, huh? And then let's give it some texture. Rubber stamp, and let's give it a little bit of tiny bit of red right at the bottom. That's got some action to it, huh? And let's go with a little bit of brown dirt. It's kind of fun. Alright, I think I'm going to throw in some flesh tones now. Just blocking in the flesh tones. 3, 22, 22. We're just going to block in a bunch of flesh tones. Oops. Blocking in flesh tones. These will get altered soon. Base layer foundation flesh tone. Oh, thank you, Turnskio. Turnskio, you need to follow me. Oh, DS Mata, thank you for the Hillary compliment. She's an unhappy Hillary. Like her in the cartoon, but not in real life, huh? Okay, let's go with a little bit different flesh tone for this gal. And the black gal in the back. Oops, don't want that. Let's try this one. That's a little better. Just a little bit of variety of flesh tones going on. And I've got to do Bernie. And Cupid. And let's get Cupid. Make him a little bit pinker. I don't think I like that. A little lighter. This is just the base. I'll come back and add a little bit of dark and light, and pink and reflecting light, but not too much because this is just a dirty newspaper cartoon. DS Mata writes, with over 800 publications, do you have a team of artists drawing for you? I do. You go to kegelcartoons.com. Here. Go to kegelcartoons.com. Yeah, I just typed into chat. And you'll see the artists that are in our newspaper package. And actually, all of those guys can claim to be in 800 publications because it's a package. It is not just me. Another one to look at that explains how the syndication in the newspapers work is this link. Oh, I'm sorry. KegelWorld.com. That'll tell you about the syndicate. Oh, that's cool advice. PSI Matrix. Psi Matrix giving me some good advice. All right, let's type. Well, Theo, that didn't work. Oh, it did. Nightbot came back and listed the sites. Ah, very cool. That Nightbot is pretty slick. Okay, so I've blocked in the flesh tones. I'm just going to do other stuff that I know I need to do. So let's, I'm not ready to think yet. So let's go 36, so 50. I'm just going to do the hearts for now. Because it's brainless and it just gives me a little more information for making my next choices. Bernie's probably wearing a gray suit, so I'll draw the gray suit in. That'll be the next thing. And probably hair color. Then since the clothes can be any color, it'd be good to have more colors blocked in before I start deciding what color the clothes are going to be. I think I might have another hour on this. Takes a while. Some guys color really fast and they don't do much at all with their color. But what can I say? I'm not one of the fast guys. Although when I look at what I draw, it seems to me that I go fast enough. I've got to check out the Phoebe. He introduced himself to me here today. Sounds like quite the pro. Okay, let's try Bernie's gray suit. 10, 10, 10, 30. How's that? I have no music on here because I wouldn't want to listen to somebody else's music. But I do find when I do a long one like this one, I kind of miss having the talking heads on the TV all the time. They would have been interesting to listen to today with those new candidates dropping out of the presidential race. And I haven't been getting my news as I sit here and stream. do it? Is that what you're suggesting, Ferocious Splash? I should just turn on CNN? I think I should not do that. No copyrighted broadcasts. It'll be blocked in shortly. The key to coloring is just jump in and color what you know how to color. Then when you've got everything that had to be a particular color, had to be flesh tone, had to be gray suit, then the other colors kind of choose themselves. But if you do your colors you have good choices about first, sometimes they don't look like the best choices after you put in the colors that you had to do. Really, they'll mute your audio on videos if you save them with copyrighted music. That's not really unreasonable, I guess. Okay, let's go with some interesting colors here. How about some brown hair for this chick? That looks good on her. I don't think I like that one. Try this. All right. Ferocious Splash writes, well, Mr. Cagle, thank you for the stream. Enjoyed seeing the progress on your work. Until next time, Prost. Thank you, Prost, Ferocious Splash, for joining us today. I appreciate it. Hope you come back. Have you gotten lawsuits or threats from any famous people you drew in cartoons? I have. Bigger problem we have is lots of hacker attacks. I think the people that most don't like being drawn are the evil despots running evil regimes around the world. And the kinds of hacker attacks we get on Kaggle.com are kind of ones that you would expect from state actors. So, yes, ongoing problem with that. Okay, hop back a second and see how this is looking. Starting to shape up. A little bit of light yellow hair for Cupid here. Death threats. I get death threats sometimes. Not recently, but sometimes you'll do something that's not right. That's some group takes offense to, and they'll do like a flame war that can involve death threats. There's this group called CARE, the Council on American Islamic Relations, that had in mind that they didn't like this cartoon that one of the cartoonists in my group drew, and they had in mind that I would be the guy to fire him. So they put out on their website, everybody write to Daryl, try to get him to fire this cartoonist. And I got about 10,000 emails demanding that I fire this cartoonist. Probably 150 of those were death threats. That was the biggest one I've had. Oops. Not liking that. That's better. This is the girl behind that I had forgotten to draw in. DS Mata writes, hope they get turned over to the FBI. So what I do is I call the FBI and I report the sneaking hackers. They take the report. And that is all they do. They take the report. Not a lot of satisfaction here of my complaints to the FBI. Okay, she could have a colorful tunic. Let's do that. I'm bumping my microphone here. You probably hear that. No problem. I am here to chat on any topic. Thank you, DS Mata. I just have a bunch of general colors to lay in here. Let's see, this girl could have some blue jeans as well. I just freehand everything. I don't do masks or anything. I've noticed how the comic book people are so fastidious about their coloring, and they do all these wonderful masks. But I just freehand everything. I don't draw the cartoons on the Wacom tablet, because I like the look and feel of the paper. Okay, let's give this one a pink sweater. And what else? Do I have a lot of Canadian publications? No, we're light in Canada. I would like to have more Canadian publications. We are not strong in Canada. We probably have 20 papers in Canada. Lots of great cartoonists in Canada. What happened to the selfie? Oh, this is here. She's over here doing the selfie on the right. Holding it down at her waist. Taking her picture up at her face and Bernie's face in the background. And then I just put cell phones in the other one's hands. Just about to selfie on all of them. There he goes. Bernie's a hoot. Oops. Okay, let's give him a blue tie. He's a Democrat, huh? Besides pencil and digital, do you do other mediums, writes DS Mata? Well, in the old days, I used to paint all the time. I would paint with gouache. And haven't been doing that for years. Oops. Okay, I think Bernie's pedestal needs some white. Doesn't it? messy there. Still got 33 people watching. That's pretty good. Oh, and I've got a new follower. Sleuth Slayer. Thank you very much. I missed that. That was 15 minutes ago. Sleuth Slayer. Missed an I in the back. Oh, I did. You guys are helpful. Corinthian column. Let's give it a little bit of white texture. A little bit of gray texture. Looks pretty good. Okay, the eye in the back. That bothers you guys. Oops. Opacity. There we go. Now I can go on top of these chicks and give them a little better flesh tones. Let's do that. This is just a little hint of darker flesh tone, just to start. Oh, thank you for the kind words, folks. Did you make your own brushes for Photoshop? I did not. I'm just using the little regular brush tool. I have been impressed with some of the brushes in Photoshop that I would like to try. I'm using old Photoshop CS4 and some of these new brushes that I've seen that I would like to try. They don't work with the Photoshop CS4. And I have to make myself buy another Photoshop. I've probably bought 5 Photoshops over the years. And CS4 worked so nice that I wasn't looking to quit it. So I'm still back in the Photoshop dark ages. This is just a little hint of shade. I'm not going to do a whole lot of shading. Oops. Okay, Bernie. Hillary going to be red-faced with anger. I'm going to give her a little peak cheeks. Same with the Pootie. Let's go in and give him a little bit of lightning. That's harsh. A whiskey nose. This is just a little bit of lights. Not much, just a little. Solo drinkers on Valentine's Day. That's so sad. let's go for some little harsher darks. Oh, Jed Bira 1, thank you for following. I do appreciate that. Jed Bira 1. Okay, let's have some, well, darker spots for Bunny. So the Phoebe is back streaming. I have to go mod for him, but I'll be lurking here. I don't understand this. I don't have my my Twitch lingo down. All right, let's give Bernie some suit details. Put that there. Doesn't need a lot of suit details, just a little bit to give him a little bit of mass. Oh, well, that's great. DSZ Mara. A little bit of darker spot here. There, I think that's good. Bernie's looking okay. Now, what else does he need? Moderating is so greatly desired by the mass population of Twitch, they don't understand that it's really just a responsibility, writes Bardner. Oh. Theo? Oh, my moderator here, Psy Matrix, is telling me that Twitch is dropping frames or having trouble. But I'm looking at my feed here on my laptop, and I think it's looking okay. I'm not noticing any lost frames on the laptop feed. So I'm guessing that you just got a slow connection. Theo, my excellent moderator. Theo, I'm looking at it on my laptop. It all looks fine to me, so I don't think the problem's on my outgoing end. Hmm. Poco Loco Britches asked, do you guesstimate how many layers you'll need when starting a cartoon, or have it all planned to the T, or just add as you go? Well, actually, what I do is I look at the size of this box over here, and I just add enough layers so that it goes from the top to the bottom. It's a plan, huh? Okay. Pink. We need some pink cheeks. Let's do it. Oh, frame drop is the Twitch side. Thanks for letting me know, Theo. It could be so many things. See how that little bit of pink just gives it life? A little bit of pink just does so much. He needs it on his butt, doesn't he? And his little pink toes. And then Hillary needs some pink. She's got a little bit of life in her old cheeks. Yeah, I labeled one flesh base because I was afraid I'd lose it and I'd need it again, but it's pretty rare for me to label anything. I'm pretty messy about the layers. And I'm fascinated by those comic book guys who are just so neat with their layers and label everything and are just so fastidious with all of those masks that they do. My goodness. Little things that I would freehand, they do so precisely with their masks. And I'm just not there. Burner can have a little bit of pink as well. It's just a hint of warmth, a hint of life going on inside there is what the pink does. Okay. Some pink fingernails. That's enough pink fingernails. I guess I need to do Hillary, don't I? Do a little bit of white here. Oops. Oh, Bunty Punk, thank you so much for following. I appreciate it. Bunty Punk. Lots of junk going on in this one to color. Oh, look how I missed some muck around here. Good deal of missed muck. Notice how I draw the pink on top of the black, because it's going to change the color of the black when it's printed CMYK. Here's his spittle. Okay, Hillary's hair. haven't decided what color her clothes are yet. Oh, look at that error. Tied in here. Oops. Alright, there's her hair. That's all I'm doing to her hair. I'm going to give everybody a little bit of gray. No, let's do Hillary first. She made a little bit of gray. I think she needs to be what? Purple. Huh? Lavender? 24 people are watching. That's still pretty good. Oh, and Dale Dirty. Thank you so much for following. I appreciate that. Thank you, Dale. 38 people today. I have been on a long time. 2 hours for part 1 and about 2 hours for part 2. And here I'm going on 2 hours of coloring, which doesn't surprise me. It's a complicated cartoon, you know. A lot going on in here. Alright, let's give her a purple jacket. Oops. Purple jacket. How's that looking? She could have a pantsuit. Did I do that? Make her all purple? That is something she might do, a purple pantsuit. Hillary's calling card is the pantsuits, but I don't recall her wearing a purple like this, but it seems like something she might do. Good enough. And with this pink background. Oops, why is that doing that? That was my eraser that was drawing down a color. Back end of the pen on the Wacom eraser. right, she's looking okay. Give her a little bit of white texture. Just a teeny bit. Oops, that's too much. Just a little bit of breaker up texture. And the same on the girls. They can use a little bit of texture in the lighter spots. Makes it look like they're wearing real sweaters and jeans. Right. Bernie can use a little bit of that too. Okay. Now what? I'm close to being done. Trying to find where the shoe is. This is what comes from not labeling your oops. Why does it do that? I'm getting pretty close to being finished here, folks. All right. What more do I need in this? Am I done? I think I might be done. This could be all done. I don't think there's anything else I really have to do. I could overwork more of it. But I think that they're pretty well refined. This gal could use a little bit of darker detail. So can this one. Hey, I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and my plan is to, starting next Tuesday, to start drawing on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, or Monday. Well, let's see, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. But next week I'm out Monday, so Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday next week I'm planning to draw. And then going forward, it'll probably be Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So I'll do 3 a week. And I may add more if I get some advertising work or other kinds of projects to do on top. So, but basically I'm going to commit to the 3 cartoons a week schedule. So if you'll take a look at the front page of Kaggle.com going forward, we'll have a schedule posted there. You can see when the next ones are. They don't have to be such a surprise. And, oh, I forgot to put my signature in here. Remember, I was going to not forget that. So here's Trump Babies. Let's try this. DarylKaggle.com over here. I just forgot to draw it into the cartoon. Select color range. Okay. Copy. Back to Bernie Girls. Put it over here. That looks okay. Now let's go back to Baby Trumpless Debate. See here, someone wanted to see a Kasich. Here I've got Kasich second from the right. Select color range. Okay, copy. Bernie Girls. Where do I want? Politicalcartoons.com. Maybe here. Yeah, that looks okay. Let's put it there. Okay. Are we done? So everyone, please, last chance to follow. Dale Dirty followed 14 minutes ago. Thank you so much, Dale Dirty. And see me here next Tuesday. I'm going to do these at noon. So next Tuesday at noon. Because here it is. I started at noon and now it's 7 o'clock in the evening. This cartoon took me 7 hours. 7 friggin' hours. And, that's not unusual for a cartoon to take a full work day. It's just the nature of what I do. So if I come on at 12 and finish up by 7, I guess that's a pretty good work day. Anyway, thank you everybody. You will see this cartoon post tomorrow. And I think it'll all be good. So, thank you, DS Mata. Thank you, Kibara. Keep coming back. You can look at my old streams. I got lots of good cartoons up there too. And I will see you guys next Tuesday at noon. So, thank you much, everybody, and I appreciate your support with this. And I'm committed to making this strange new streaming work for me. So thank you so much for watching it.